I don't
Should
remember.
should we bring in our, now that we've emasculated Dave? Should we should we bring over Martin?
Martin, get in here, you fucking pussy. You make me so angry. Holy shit, dude. Don't go to this guy's show. We're going to plug your show to our 400 listeners.
Because you
The whole
guys have
thing.
a pretty funny story.
We have a few funny stories, but Martin showed up an hour late.
Son of a
Just
bitch.
keeping to how well you know me.
Martin, do me a favor. Move forward.
Okay.
Be about this close to the microphone.
Okay.
I want Dave. I want you to talk like Martin every time Martin talks.
You gonna do the Martin impression?
Just like the whole time he does.
Have you ever heard Dave's Martin
I've
impression?
never heard them.
Oh, it's great.
I've done the Martin impression.
Never.
You just go,
Hey, Martin, are you gonna be on time for work today? Honestly,
well, I just got a lot. I got to run around a bunch. So if I just go before and then after, and then maybe we'll just go smoke some pot.
It's dead on.
That's my Martin. That's pretty good.
3, 4,
he
2,
just.
1.
I mean, I literally, if I close my eyes, I don't even know who's talking.
I love Martin. Well, Lewis, introduce Martin.
Martin
Introduce
McElroy O'Keefe, your real name. Martin is a very good friend of mine, producer of the PosterDog comedy show, which is a show that I used to be heavily involved with. And me and Martin worked together for a long, long time. And once I stopped working with Martin, he just kind of did things on his own. And he runs a great show at the Broadway Comedy Club every week. And he's all around good dude. He is fucking the worst person at being on time for anything that I've ever met. And this is coming from me, who I've never been on time for anything in my entire life. So he was supposed to be here an hour ago. I mean, just infuriating. It's ridiculous.
Got stuck in a little bit of traffic.
No, he always says it has something to do with his sister, or he's doing something for his mom. Like, I give a fuck.
Mom,
That's the
sister
thing.
traffic.
He always brings up I'm in school or at work. Like, I guess when you say oh, I'm doing something for my mom at work, they care. But I'm just boy, so I just don't care. I don't give a fuck if you're doing something for your mom. Just be here on time.
Well,
That's
I
your
know
buddy.
if I try to use the train excuse, you told me never to use that once.
No,
so
why?
I
Because
made
we
sure
all
never to
take
use
the train. We're all adults.
Because the conversation with Lewis and Martin would always be like, Martin, you're an hour and a half late. And he'd be
But I
like,
just
"My-
thought if I could possibly come back and you smoke some pot.
And Martin he'd always have excuses that didn't justify the amount of time. Like Lewis would be like, dude, you're an hour and a half late. And Martin's like, well, I had to go. My mom made me go get her a paper.
I had a job.
You're like, a paper?
I
had to
that
put
gives you like
the letter
5
in the
minutes.
mailbox.
Go buy
No. You know what he says? I had to go
turkey sandwich.
I had to park my sister's car, and then this, that, and the other thing. This, that, and the other thing was his famous thing. There was always,
bad guy.
what is this, that, and the other thing?
The dog ate my laundry, and we.
But Martin does produce a great show, and
Absolutely.
I perform on it almost every week. Dave performs on it a bunch. Tinkle performs on it. Jay, Martin doesn't pay, so Jay never comes. But
It's on my day of rest, buddy.
it's on Jay's day of rest.
He was doing Thursdays for quite a while.
Yeah, that's my
I
day
don't
of
want
busy.
to talk about that.
Why? Why are we
okay.
talking about that?
Yo, you want to bring up Martin's Martin's dirty laundry on the show?
Nah, we don't need to.
I have dirty laundry.
Martin raped a
Dirty
girl at the
laundry.
Laugh Lounge.
Listen, laundry mat by my place isn't open anymore.
Got soap.
Dirty laundry.
So
All right, so
fabric
Martin,
softener.
the reason we have Martin on today is because last night at Martin's show, I got into a little, I guess, a tiff with another comedian.
The weekend of beefs, dude. Me and you almost went down, throw down.
Yeah, let's tell
throw
that
down
first.
Showtown.
Let's tell that first.
You know,
Throw
this,
down
starting,
Showtown.
this is starting to look bad that we every other week have a story of us
Yeah,
doing
dude, what the
this.
fuck? We
didn't do
There's always,
anything.
no, but there's always just a story of confrontation with us.
Throw down
After a while, it just
Showtown.
looks like we're assholes. Like in the history of this podcast, you've jumped off stage and choke slammed a guy. I spit on a chick. Lewis, I mean, he made
Lewis,
that.
me and you beat up a gay guy, a chick, and a dude.
Did we
Lewis-
tell that story on the
Fat guy.
podcast?
We told it on one podcast.
Yeah.
Did we?
I threw
don't
a big
remember
guy
that.
into the wall at Broadway Comedy Club.
Don't forget
Had to
that.
break up a fight.
That's
It
Martin's
tends to
glory
prove-
mode.
That's
in
my
there. He
glory
took out,
story
he
right
took
there,
out a
yeah.
big heckler.
I
Big
blocked
ass
it.
heckler.
I blocked it with my paint the fence block.
I just
Do.
because I just blacked out. Next thing I knew, I was standing over him, with my foot on his
I
chest.
did this.
The
that,
cops said when
the
they
other
found me,
thing,
I was crying and just punching him into the ground. Don't
Then
remember
we all
much.
went and smoked some pot.
Smoked some pot.
Dude, Martin is. We will tell the story, but I just want to. My favorite Martin story with me
Kurt?
is not.
The Kurt Metzger.
Oh my God, that's
That
a
was
good one.
What's the
excellent, dude.
Kermesker one?
I'll tell yours first, tell yours
and then
first.
you can tell the Kurt one.
Martin's
This is
just Martin's
you were
just-
there for the Kurt one.
Martin's
too.
not actually
Oh,
dumb.
are you? You're talking about the Kyle story.
Listen.
No,
That's
I'm
a
not
good-
the Kyle story, but I'm not talking about the Kyle story. I'm
Martin's-
talking about just asking for a ride somewhere.
Oh, that's
thing.
great. Martin's not actually dumb, But Martin really acts like he is. He embraces that dumb fucking. I mean, like I know he's not dumb. I know he's not.
It makes people expect less.
I've had good conversations with Martin. I mean, he's a smart dude. He gets it. He runs his own business for Christ's sake.
Lewis,
But he fucking oof.
Yeah.
Lewis doesn't make me feel much better about someone if you go, I've had really smart conversations with Martin.
Lewis's
What's your
idea of a smart conversation.
What? We talked about the fact that there is a president.
So, just one, huh?
And his name is Barack Obama.
Were you aware that our planet had a moon?
No, I was Dave, you can
Whoa,
almost help me with the
what's
story.
a planet?
You can almost help me with the story, but remember when Martin was asking which way I was, he's like, which way are you going home?
Well, I got to
was like,
set it up. Now you got to set it up. We were driving home.
No, you're telling it. You're going to tell a different one. This is one. We never even gave him a ride on this one. It was because he literally.
Oh, because of the last
he
time.
He literally couldn't get out of his face.
Martin never
the
knows
words
where
he
he's
wanted.
going. That's what
Couldn't
Martin
get out
always
of his
has somewhere to go, and he never knows where it is.
I literally ran out of
And
time
it's
for
always,
Martin
I'm
almost
going-
telling me where he wanted to
It's
go.
just some girl
Because where you
invited
going?
me to a party.
Yeah, I go. I'm going over. I'm going to go over the Williamsburg Bridge. He goes, you going across uptown? No, not really across uptown. I go, well, Martin, where are you going? Like, where is it you're asking for a ride to? He's like, 14th above 41st. He's like, there's a 4 to 1 involved 3 different times, 3 different ways.
It's just-
I
I
go,
think
well,
it's-
which one uptown? He goes, which way are you going?
I think it's because Martin is like.
14th. What?
I think you like have a lot of respect for comics. So do you get like a weird nervousness around like bigger comics? Like not now. You know Jay now, but then you didn't know Jay as well.
I wasn't a big
100%
comic.
right.
Like if like I remember Martin around Patrice.
No, this actually wasn't that long ago.
Martin-
That particular story wasn't that long ago.
Oh,
the
never
one you're
mind.
telling was a long time ago, and you should tell it because that was funny because I actually wasn't that.
I was furious.
What happened? What was
you were
funny?
more mad than Jay was.
But what
on
was
that
interesting
one.
about that time situation is I think me and you and our friendship were in a place
We
where
were
you
weird, I
almost.
think.
No, we
No,
weren't.
we weren't going through a weird thing then.
No. What was going on? You were just basically getting to know Jay. I know.
Oh, it was really early.
It was just early in our friendship, so the thing was,
Yeah.
you felt like
Wait, is this
Martin.
the one that I was in the car too?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is as early as you think it is. This
No,
wasn't
but I
that
still think it was
early.
a point where Lewis still had a thing where he was like he wouldn't want me to be
Lewis
like.
was
I would have
living
never
out
called
there.
Jay fat at that time.
And now, it's the
I mean,
first
I'm
thing you
boom.
say.
Come at me,
Oh, what's up,
motherfucker.
fat boy. Bring it on, fat boy.
No, but Lewis was living out in
boy.
Queens already.
Yeah, it was living out
No.
in Queens.
That's why he's in the
Yeah.
car.
Yes, but he
That's
was
why
living
he's
in
the
Queens
car.
and like there's some more.
No,
ladies'
it
house.
doesn't even matter. All right, listen. We were driving Martin home, okay?
And then I was
fucking-
trying to go to a friend's house.
I don't know where
close
Martin
by.
was trying to go because he wouldn't say where he was trying to go.
I didn't know where it was, and that's where the problem was.
But
I was
Martin
like, I
wouldn't
think
tell
it's
us that he
over
didn't
here.
know where it was. Martin was like, "Oh, can I get a ride home or to this place?" And then he's like, "Oh, it's somewhere, where you guys are going, kind of, I guess, sort of somewhere this that, and the other." And we're like, "All right, Martin, is it on the way?" He's like, "Yes." So I'm like, "All right, fine." So we get to fucking Queens Boulevard, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, it's just up beyond that hotel." And like beyond that hotel is America. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just 18
just-
more
Who knows?
block miles.
Where did we drive? We end up. Martin, say where you want to be dropped off. We're like, I'm like
I remember
yelling.
at one point we went somewhere and Martin goes,
There's a lot of tranny hookers around here.
We were around Roosevelt.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got so fucking angry at that, and that was like the last time we drove Martin home.
and no one yells at their friends like Luis Gomez, and it's always
Jesus.
fucking hilarious when he does
No,
it.
what was great
As
about-
long as it's not you it's happening to, I guess it's always very funny because Lewis, although this was all of us last week, it's pretty funny. Remember when Lewis himself knocked over a can of soda on the table? Lewis knocked it over, and we all picked it. And Lewis goes, "Everyone comes over to my house and leaves liquids on the table." And he very kept saying liquids. He goes, "Oh, everyone's no more liquids on my table."
Dude, I remember I got in a
No
fight.
more monkeys jumping on my bed.
Liquids, fluids.
Oh,
Dude, I remember I got in
give
a
me,
fight
give me
with
the opportunity
Lewis.
that little black kids are jumping on my bed. I'm going to sing that song, and it is going to
That
be
was-
epic.
The problem is that's never going to come up. But
It
if
might,
it
you
did,
never
you have
know.
that. You have that pocketed.
Remember
But
that
I
summer I
literally-
invited all those black kids in to jump on my bed?
Jump on my bed, kids. No more monkeys jumping on. But you asked us to jump on your bed.
And then to wrap it all up, you put Velcro on the ceiling to finish up those two jokes in one.
Boom.
Oh yeah, bang, ba-boom.
I really just remix old jokes.
You're fantastic, buddy. So, Yeah, you were yelling at Martin violently that night also.
But what was funny about that was there was a couple of times where he really didn't want to yell at me in front of you. So he was like mumbling under,
Oh, yes,
under
that's
his
right.
breath.
Very white,
He was
Martin.
like, "Yo,
Yes,
seriously?"
he was-
You gave him a
He
key to
was
fucking
whisper
Buick yell.
yelling
He
at
was
Martin.
whisper yelling at me. he was giving me the look like, "Don't make me come back there."
in front of Big
Like it's like when your mom
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
beat you in
Don't
the middle of
make me
Macy's.
come back there, right? Yeah.
I fucking wish you would, Martin. You are making me so angry right
All right,
now.
look, I got to leave in 10 minutes, so we should tell this story from last night really quick, dude. All right, last night, Martin does a show, and all right, I got into an issue with Truck Hudson, who's a comedian. Listen, I like Truck. I'm actually friends with
Lewis,
Truck.
I always, when I talk about any other comedian, I always say a very hilarious comedian. That's the way I do it.
He's a comic. No, look, Truck is funny. He's fine, dude. He's fine. But here's what happened, okay? Last night, Martin had gotten into some shit because Martin tried to steal some audience members from next door, which, not for
Because
nothing.
they don't help me at all. I
No,
gotta
I
do
get
this
it.
all on my own.
So Martin just wanted to get two more people into the show for us. It doesn't mean you had your people, you had the show no
Exactly.
matter what, you had your budget. It wasn't anything weird. You just wanted more people on the show. Ultimately, for the fucking comics performing on the show. So he actually gets caught by the manager of the club, Jack, and I guess he's giving Martin shit or whatever. But whatever.
Why is that a beef?
Because each room has their own tickets that people
all
go
different
to.
It's Broadway, so there's-
producers and
Yeah, you should explain that. Sorry.
At Broadway Comedy Club. There's like there's I mean
There's
the
three
club, there's
rooms.
three. They have the room going next door, the downstairs room, and Martin's in that upstairs
Sure.
room. So there's all these different lines happening, and a lot of people just come in with generic tickets to the club, and they don't even know what show they're going to.
Sure.
But you're supposed to kind of be on the out. Now people get stolen from Martin. Martin's
time.
tickets ends up in those other shows,
Yeah.
But anyway.
So either way, Martin gets into some trouble, and Martin's kind of like, he actually said to me, he's like, fuck, dude, I got into trouble. I got to like be cool tonight. So then at one point, this is actually pretty funny. Somebody had left their beer on the steps, right? Is that exactly what happened?
Yeah.
So Jack starts giving the comic shit. Jack starts giving the comic shit. He's like, yeah, whose beer?
Wait, are you
explain,
really
Jack?
leaving out that?
Oh,
what
no,
they're-
I'll tell you. Give me a second. So Jack he's the manager of the club. He's a gay guy. He's got gray hair. He's hilarious. Actually, I like Jack a lot. But he's like, you guys can't be leaving the beers up here. And
It's a pretty good impression.
yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
Well, he came right at me. He was like, "Martin,
giving
tell your
Martin
guys
shit.
to clean up their mess."
So then
I was like,
Truck
"Okay, no
got
problem."
defensive for Martin ultimately, which is fine, but fucking wrong place. He's like, oh, come on, man. How you know it's one of
Describe
our-
Truck Hudson.
Truck's a big, giant fucking black dude. He's like literally he's like 280 pounds. He's solid rock. He's
Bouncer.
He's a bouncer looking type. We should play a song, honestly. I'm going to pull it up for a second.
Yes.
What's the name of the song?
Oh, God.
He's a comic,
Superman.
actor, and he's also an R&B singer as
In
well.
Europe, he's like a #1 R&B.
And no, he's not. He's not the number one R&B in
No,
Europe. He's
he
not.
is not,
That is
Martin.
a lie, Martin. And you're dumber than I thought.
Martin, you
are
believe
dumb.
everything that gets
Let me tell
said
you something.
immediately. YouTube it. This is great in Europe, says fan 15.
Martin, are you fucking kidding me? Are you that dumb? Do you really believe that he's the #1 in Europe? What is it called?
I don't even know.
And he drives that
Yeah,
shitty
that's
car.
why- that's
he's
what he's doing
#1 in
your
Europe,
show,
but he
Mark.
drives a
He's #1 in
fucking
Europe.
a maroon 1989 hatchback fucking
All right,
station wagon.
tell the story.
Coldplay.
He's not
Get outta
number
here.
one in
Coldplay
Europe.
are #1 in Europe. I've heard of them.
Wait, is the song not on here?
Dude, it's on there.
put-
It's definitely on there.
It's not on here, dude. Truck Hudson Superman.
Just,
I
all
put.
right, just get rid of Superman. Just
I'll do Truck Hudson. All right. So either way, fucking.
There it is, buddy.
Where's it at?
Right there.
That one? All right, Truck Hudson, R&B soul. So we'll play this in the background. We'll get some mood music to understand what Truck's like.
Please.
This actually is not a good representation.
This
of
is
what
a
Truck's
big,
like.
gruff, take no shit, scary black dude.
Yeah. So, 202 views, #1 in Europe.
That's but you gotta translate that to metric. Is it you're looking at
He's
metric views?
crushing it in metric.
metric views?
Hold on, I gotta wait till he starts singing.
Lewis, watch your mouth. I'll bust you in your shit.
Well, you got it. You got to tell the story,
All right,
Liz.
sorry,
you can
sorry.
get into
I was just
anything
liking the song.
interesting.
I was liking the song. All right, so so Truck goes to Jack. He's like, "Oh, come on, how do you know it's one of our beers?" And he starts giving Jack shit. Okay, so at that
Jack,
point,
who's the manager of the club for everybody. We're
so
going back to
Martin
this.
goes over to Truck right in front of me. Martin's like, "Hey, dude, you're not helping me. I'm actually in trouble already. Please stop doing that." So then Truck's like, "Yeah, man, but this motherfucker doesn't even know who he's talking to." And Jack's like, right there.
Let him know he's talking to.
So fucking.
If this song was playing, he would have known who he was talking to.
So listen. So fucking Jack, I guess Jack starts walking down the stairs, and Truck's like, yeah, that motherfucker doesn't know what's up. So, I mean, Martin says to him again, he's like, dude, please fucking chill out. Like, I even said to him, I was like, Truck, like, chill, what are you doing, man? It's the manager of a club. So then the manager comes back upstairs, like, Truck, what'd you say? He's like, yeah, you're fucking talking shit to us, blah, 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 blah. And he kept on saying we. And that just set me the fuck off.
And what do you
okay?
mean saying we?
Like everybody's included.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you're gonna talk to us like we're assholes, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, and I was standing right there. I was like, don't say we, motherfucker. I was like, I'm not included in this conversation because when Jack walked down the stairs, he said, oh, everybody at this fucking show, man, this is why we don't want to do this show or something along those lines.
He said all these shitty comics on this show.
Yes, and dude, it fucking made me furious. Now here's the funny thing, okay? The beer was mine, which I didn't realize.
I did not know.
I did not know either.
That's
Dude,
such your classic joke.
when I
right
told you the story, dude, I didn't know it was my beer. I realized it because he told me it was a beer on the stairs, and my beer went missing. Somebody fucking threw it out. I'm furious about that as it is. So, dude, I just flipped out. I was like, Truck, who the fuck? I was like, what do you think you're doing? Morton does a show for us every fucking day. This kid literally stands on the street 8-10 hours a day selling fucking tickets so we could have a fucking show to perform at. And then he's
I don't give a shit.
Fuck this kid.
Wait, hold on. I don't care if Martin stands out there all goddamn
I'm not really
week.
looking for the stage time. I'm getting plenty in the city. Thank you, Martin, for the offer, but I don't work for free. You got to call another dummy like Truck Hudson and Lewis.
So look, I basically said, like, dude, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, if they cancel this show, that spot's out of my fucking pocket. It's fucking Martin's my friend, so like, what, like. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Martin should have been fucking saying this shit instead of fucking. And then the thing that makes me angry about Martin is Martin put him fucking up that night.
Can we role play real quick?
Good.
You yell at, just yell towards Dave like Dave's Truck Hudson. Dave, you be Truck Hudson, okay? And I'll be Martin.
All right, I'm gonna yell at like he's Truck.
Yeah, he's Truck.
Yo, Truck, what's your fucking problem, man? Like, really, dude? Like, we're all fucking boys here. You're gonna sit there and fucking talk to the manager that way? He's gonna cancel Martin's show.
Yeah, seriously. It's not cool. It's not really cool to do that.
You gotta do your Truck.
There's only one truck.
There's only one.
Truck.
But this has to just be Truck's voice, and then he's like, you guys have to play also.
Yeah, lower it all the way. You yell at Truck.
All right, Truck, come on, man. Seriously, are you gonna fucking start talking shit to the manager? My friend Martin, blah, 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 blah.
Yes, seriously, Truck. Don't do that. I work here. I sell tickets all day long. So
Well, Truck, what do you have to say for yourself?
To a special place.
No, dude, that's bullshit.
Hey.
Martin does his show every goddamn week. He works hard.
every week, work 7 days a week, standing outside.
Oh, now you ain't got shit to say, huh?
Oh my God, Dave, to blow the speakers.
Don't
I let
don't
Dave on the
make a
dials for a minute, and he fucking got excited. Boom.
I do, I know. I'm not to be let on
That
those
Wigger and
dials.
Dave, you can't wait to get on a board.
Yes.
So
Dave,
we're
you
going to
wanna
board.
I'll let Dave produce the next show. Dave can run everything. He's got to figure it out on his own, though.
Yeah,
man.
Dave can be the
I couldn't
producer.
do that either, by the way.
I'm going to have a tougher time than I did at CrossFit.
Dave's going to tap out 2/3 of the way through.
Breathing very heavy. I don't know. These chords.
All right, so look, at the end of the show was fine. Me and Truck squashed it. We talked afterwards. But it was fun. I wanted to get him to come on today to talk about it on the podcast and see if we could X-arm each other.
Well, you know, if he came on, I probably know what he would say.
We can be partners.
Oh, we can't be partners. You're right, Truck. That was perfect timing.
So anyway, so what was the end result of this? Did it get like to a point where you were almost like
I called him the
everybody
N-word. He took it on the
apologized.
chin.
Yeah.
I didn't
think-
apologize.
Do you think he just went home and wrote some R&B about it? Give me, let's bring it up. Let me see.
Lewis needs to learn how to talk to me. I am a goddamn adult. I am a grown ass man. All hell's no.
Breaking up the
All
fight. Did you see
hell's
this?
no.
Did you see him break up a fight? That's hilarious for the most aggressive comic that I know. Like, I mean, Truck just yells at the audience every time he's on stage. Why aren't you laughing, son? Laugh! Laugh, son! There's people fighting on the street. Look.
I don't want to see you young boys fighting. Get out of my way. There's a black man walking down the street.
Oh, man. All right.
Lewis, you ain't shit.
whatever. I'll fuck you up right in your face.
I'll knee you in your groin.
That's weird. Truck's a big dude. I mean, I'm pretty certain I would
You like
fuck
Big Brother in
Lewis
front of
up.
Everybody.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? I wasn't even trying to chump him. The point was, he fucking made me furious, and he's gonna pull that big bravado bullshit. I'll do it right back at him.
I always try
If you
to
wanna
chump
be that
me,
dude-
son.
What? That's the thing. You're talking to a fucking 60-year-old gay dude. Like, no, he doesn't know how to fuck him up, son.
You have
It's like
stepped
truck.
You have stepped to me, Lewis. Come bring that shit to me,
Jay, I'll
son.
break your fucking kneecaps.
I wish you would, you fuck.
Fat pussy.
He did, though, the second that you let him have it with that, he knew he was in the wrong.
No, of course he was wrong.
Right away.
Look, it's fine. Me and Truck talk. At the end of it, he had nothing else to say except like, "Oh, I was angry," and that's fine, dude. So be angry, but don't fucking try to fuck it up for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Me and Lewis tried to almost gonna ring it down on some shithead from Queens this weekend.
Yeah, dude. And then I gotta go after this.
We can just go now.
All right, we're gonna go. All right, we'll tell that story next time. But the shit up in Queens. All right, we're
There
gonna.
was no punches, right? So it's not that.
That's a double episode
can
for
wait.
these asses.
Double episode, y'all.
So guys, stick around. Right after this, you're gonna hear that we're gonna go right into episode 2.
Oh, we're gonna do that one next.
Yeah. This one.
because we have the
first.
announcement on this one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that makes
So the
sense.
next one, we're gonna go
We
right.
could
into
also
see-
write it in the description, probably. There's
Yeah.
a lot of ways we could handle it.
People don't
besides
read the
saying
descriptions on iTunes.
it. Dude.
Hey, our
Dude.
fans do.
All right. Martin,
Right.
anything you want to plug? Your goofy show or
Your girlfriend.
your
Yeah,
girlfriend?
plug your show.
Yeah, then my show, PosterDog Comedy Show. It's every Sunday at 9:30 at Broadway Comedy Club, 53rd Street, 8th Avenue.
Very good show.
Look, he started getting nervous. When he had that much mic time alone, he just started falling apart, dude. That was amazing.
Dude, you realize like I have
you
to
don't have
get
to
a
come
comic
if you
to
don't-
go on the mic for me. I can't even do the good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
I
crazy.
can't even
You're
do that.
host
I'm in
for
a
this-
booth. Nobody could see me, and I still can't
Your
even do
host
that.
for this, you've been to colleges, clubs, Chuck Hudson.
Let's go smoke some pot.
Listen, but Tinkle,
iTunes.
thank you for sitting with us, buddy.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
And you are one of the hosts with Lewis
Hammer fisting.
and the late Mara.
She's dead.
She's dead.
Done.
On Hammer Fisting Podcast, which is
At
fucking
Kris Tinkle
awesome.
on Twitter.
At Kris Tinkle.
At Louis J. Gomez.
Tomorrow night, if you're in Delaware, University of Delaware,
Whoa,
me and
what?
Jay
This
Oakerson
ain't going
will
up
be
tomorrow, but
performing
what?
Actually,
At
it'll
Comic
be
Dave
tomorrow.
Smith
at Comic Dave Smith.
and bigjcomedy.com.
Leave us good
at
reviews
Big J
on
Oakerson.
iTunes. Good
At
reviews
Big
on
J
iTunes.
Oakerson.
Sorry,
Yes,
at Big
please
J.
leave us good reviews on iTunes, and we will catch you next week on the Legion of Skanks.
Welcome to the country.